Hello guys, welcome back again. Today I have a special video. It's an announcement video and I'm in a tournament from the GPC. I've applied to the GPC and they've made a tournament of 32 people. It's called the GPC WC, which stands for World Championships. It's based off like the Champions League. If you're from Europe, you know it. You begin with 32 people. They are divided in 8 groups of 4. Best two from each group make it to a knockout phase. And as I mentioned, it's a fun off-season tournament they organized with 8 players from the GPC itself and from 24 applicants that they deemed fit to maybe join the GPC, and that's why they made this off-season tournament. And I was really happy that that I was invited. And I decided to make this announcement video and I combined this with my draft analysis for a bit, because I thought if I would just upload my matches, it would be like, wow, out of nowhere there's like this tournament with matches. So I decided to first make an announcement plus a draft analysis. So we're now going over to the team I drafted. For this, we had 32 people, as I mentioned, and we all drafted a team of 6 months. And beforehand we didn't know our pool, so we couldn't count the team. We just made the best team we thought was possible. So it was a snake draft, like all drafts are. So it goes from 1 to 32, and then from 32 back to 1. And my placing was at 29. So that's not the worst place. Like in the middle is most often the worst places, but it also means probably the best months are already gone when it is when it will be my first pick. But it is a free draft, so there was no tail. You could pick any month at any time you want. And so for me it was like, okay, I can't really plan with 32 people in the beginning, so my first 2 picks will just be the best months I can grab, and then later on I will like form the team around these months. So I had a bit of help from my friend Anthony, who's also in the tournament. We discussed some ideas, and I left my picks with him, like the options I had from all the strong ones that were left. And in the end, for my team, I was able to grab as my first pick Extra Drill. So that was really nice, because Extra Drill is a really great one in the format. It's a rapid spin use, so that's nice. It's immediate hazard control. It can set up stealth rocks. Most of the time you don't run rocks on your Extra Drill, but also it's just a really strong mon. It has Mold Breaker, which is a great ability, but also if you are able to combine it in Sand, it has Sand Rush, and Sand Rush doubles its speed. So this makes it a really scary mon in the sand, because it outspeeds everything. It can either break the walls or just clean up late game. So it's an offensive, a really scary mon to prep for, and especially with only 6 months in your draft. And that was my first pick. And then my second pick was his sand support, and that was Tyranitar. And I really love Tyranitar. I'm currently using it in another league, and I must say I really enjoy using Tyranitar, because you can do so much things with Tyranitar. So the primary thing for this team is it has Sand Stream ability, which means it sets up the sand for Extra Drill, which is really nice because it makes Extra Drill so much scarier. But other than that, it's a secondary stealth rocker, which means Extra Drill doesn't have to run stealth rocks if I want stealth rocks. It's also a really hard hitting mon, as Extra Drill also is, but this just, if you slap a choice band on it, it breaks most of the walls. With it also has pursuit access, so it can really trap psychic types really well. And just Dark and Rock are just really strong offensive types. And it has a plethora of coverage options. It can even go a bit as a mixed attacker, special attacker. You can run it more bulky or more offensively. You can run a choice scarf. You can do so many things with Tyranitar that I really like this core. But the problem with this core was a few things. 1, it's more of an offensive core. 2, it's weak to certain types. It's like the water types destroy it, fighting types destroy it, ground types destroy it. So I was looking to patch up those weaknesses with my next few months, and also keeping in mind that at some point I really wanted a mega on my team. So I was looking at which mega would fit my team the most. And also I was thinking, those are most of the time Exodil and Tyranitar are physically offensive mons, so I also wanted some special options later on. So for my next pick I was really looking in all the mons, and I really wanted fighting resist. That was really important for me, and also just a really strong mon which has a lot of versatility. And I picked Rheoniclus, and Rheoniclus is, I've seen it used in many leagues, and always it amazed me how good it is. You can do so many things with Rheoniclus. It can be more a Trick Room offensive variant, but most of the time it will be run either defensively or especially defensive. And it has great abilities in Magic Guard, which means it doesn't take toxic damage, status doesn't hurt except paralyzed, rocks doesn't hurt, hazards doesn't hurt him, which is really nice, and its other abilities regenerator. So especially defensive one with like an assault vest, you can really use that well with the regenerator. So it really has a lot of options, can be offensive, defensive, even Trick Room, maybe Trick Room support for Tyranitar. So I was really happy to pick up Rheoniclus with my third pick. And then I was looking especially at the megas, because I was thinking, okay, there are like still 10 people left, I think, that needed a mega, or if they want a mega. And I thought, okay, maybe my mega could be sniped if I wait till like round 5 or 6. And I was looking at a mega that won't be hurt by EQ, because earthquake and ground coverage was really hurting my team at the moment, because everything was grounded. And I found this mega, and I thought this mega would especially shine with only 6 mons, and it's a mega I really would love to use for once, and that's Mega Pidgeot. And Mega Pidgeot, it hits really hard. It's a flying type, so it means it's immune to EQ, to ground type, and it has the ability No Guard, which means its Hurricane doesn't miss. It's also a really speedy mon at 121 speed, so it also really gave me a great speed mon, because I was lacking some speed. I had the sand on extra drill, but I can't rely on that always. So overall I really like Mega Pidgeot on my team, and Hurricane Spam is just so dangerously, and combine this with Sand Offense, I think it's a really strong core. And then for my last 2 picks, I was really looking, okay, what does my team still lack, and what maybe the typing, and what weaknesses does my team have. And I was really looking at Water Ice was like really destroying my team, and also still kind of figured out my last pick. And with the last pick I still had again a ground weakness, which means if I only had Mega Pidgeot as ground immune, I didn't think this would be enough. So for my last 2 picks, I decided firstly to pick up Virizion, and I picked up Virizion because this is a water resist and this is a ground resist, so that was really nice for my team. And also Virizion can also do, it's really versatile. It has a respectable special defense stat of 129, a great speed stat of 108. So those are 2 really nice stats, so it can be more of a bulky variant, more especially defensive, and it has base 90 attack, base 90 special attack, which means it can be physically offensive or specially offensive. And it also has a Calm Mind or Swords Dance to boost those stats, which is really nice. So Virizion was for me really a nice mon with a lot of utility and versatility options for the team to round out. And then the last mon is a mon, and I think it's really underrated in the format, because most of the time bulky water types go quite early, and I kind of wanted a water type, because I was still weak to water and ice, so I didn't have ice resist at the moment. And what I looked and what I saw, I also really loved this team if I had like toxic spikes or spike support. So I picked up Quillfish, and Quillfish is just a really nice utility mon, I think, because it has access to spikes, the T-spikes. It has a great dual typing in poison and water. So it has the resist I need. It's also a backup fairy resist, because I only had extra dual as a fairy resist at the moment. It has a nice ability in Intimidate, which makes physical, it hinders physical mons, which is really nice. It has a lot of utility moves like Taunt, like T-Wave, just toxic mons. And I think overall Quillfish really helped the team with the weaknesses it had at the moment. So that's just my 6 mons. I just wanted to give a brief explanation about the team and just announce that I'm in the tournament, and I will be uploading my matches over the next few days, because at the moment the tournament is still going. So I'm probably going to upload everything when I finish my group stage. I will be uploading this announcement, and then I will be uploading my matches in the few days after. So that's all for this video, and I hope you will look forward to all the matches. I'm definitely looking forward to the matches, and I already really enjoyed that I was given this opportunity to join this tournament. So yeah, really my thanks goes to all the members in GPC that have made this possible. And yeah, I will see you for our first match. So bye guys.